Hi, welcome to our chat. My name is Karen Warkentin, and we've got a couple of current PACE students and one alumni from the PACE programs here to talk about their programs, their experience at PACE. And so we're going to be asking them a couple of questions. But first off, we're going to do a quick round of introductions. So Carolina, would you mind starting?
Mi nombre es Carolina, soy de Bogotá. Antes de venir a PACE estaba en la Universidad de los Andes, donde estudié un pregrado en Administración de Empresas y trabajé 5 años en marketing en Telefónica Movistar.
Mi nombre es Julián, yo soy de Bogotá, yo estudié en negocios internacionales en la Universidad de Rosario. Yo trabajaba como analista de crédito y como coordinador de proyectos en el Banco de Occidente y en una empresa de aluminio que se llamaba Alumna antes de venir acá.
Mi nombre es Juan Carlos Jiménez, soy ingeniero de sistemas de la Universidad del Bosque. Viví en Bogotá también, estuve trabajando 10 años para Colombia como desarrollador web.
Thank you. So we're going to start with Juliana. Can you talk first which program you're in and why did you choose PACE and the specific program that you're in?
Okay, I'm taking project management. I'm pretty much done with my studies. 40 days left. I took project management because I was working in the field as a project coordinator, but I didn't have training in this field. So I came here and now I'm taking two programs at the same time, project management and leadership. It is a certificate. So I knew that I was going to get a better knowledge in this area and grow my career here in Winnipeg. And University of Winnipeg has given me the opportunity to grow my knowledge here in Canada. Also, I select PACE instead of University of Manitoba because, as I said, I'm studying 2 different programs here, where there is just one program, project management, and also because you're well known for your education. And this program is very intense. It's something that I really like.
Thank you. So Juan.
Well, I think that the reasons why I chose PACE was because here in Winnipeg there's only one program for web developers for like a certificate. I was trying to look for the University of Manitoba, but they didn't have any. And actually I wanted a university degree because it would give me more opportunity, more options as a professional. There's a lot of other institutions, but I thought that University of Winnipeg really had something more important and will give me more status as a professional, I think. And so far it has been done. Yeah, it's a really good program. I chose it because I decided that I wanted to fill up all of the gaps that I've been having like a web developer, because I'm almost, basically I'm a self-learner developer and I had a lot of gaps, so I just decided to choose a program that allowed me not only to learn new things but also fill all of the gaps that I've been having during my professional career. And I think that this program is suitable for that because you are gonna see, and so far what I've seen and I've learned so far, is that you start from the beginning, from the basis, and that will give you more security in terms of web development. And I think that's really important. And of course, it will give you a professional advantage because you will freely be able to communicate, and also you've been taught about how to communicate effectively, something that you never learn in other institutions.
Gives you some of those hands-on skills.
Exactly. It's a complementary knowledge that you have and things that you start to learn throughout the program. For instance, I can say that as a web developer, I never realized that I was gonna learn like design tools such as Photoshop or Animate or illustrator, for instance. So I think that's really nice. It's one of the things I really enjoy so far.
And you're about halfway through the program.
Yes,
through the
we've
web
been,
development program,
we've been
right?
in the middle of the program.
Okay. Carolina.
So in my case, I only knew I was coming to Canada and that I wanted to do something related to marketing. As I told you before, I am a business administrator, but I have been working in marketing for 5 years. So I wanted a program that wasn't as long as a bachelor's because I already have a bachelor's. So length of the program was a big deal for me, and the program I took last year was just 1 year long. So that was a main thing for me. Second, I really wanted to update my skills because I graduated school in 2012, and back then smartphones, social media, apps were not a thing. So that was the second major component for me. And I found out that PACE actually had a lot of digital courses, which was something I was looking for. And finally, because of the cost. So I was also looking for something, if you're coming from Colombia, you have an exchange rate, and that's something to have in mind when you're looking for a program. So tuition was something I could do, it wasn't as expensive. And then it also gave me, as Juliana said, the opportunity to have 2 titles. So I got the postgraduate diploma and then the certificate, which is great.
The marketing management diploma and the management certificate.
Yeah, so you get a management certificate if you want to go into management. And then you get the marketing management postgraduate diploma if that's what you want to do, like go into the marketing field. So I think those are the 3 reasons why I go to PACE.
Okay.
One of the things I want to point out is like being in web development programs not also allows you to have like a certificate. You will have like a real status title such as a full stack developer. Something that is really completely different from a web developer. Regular web developers only establish like either from front-end development to back-end or to just the whole package, which is in this case full stack, which the PACE program is learning so far.
So you've already touched a little bit on this, but could you talk a little bit about the highlights of your respective programs, whether it's the course content or the instructors, or if you were in the student life committee as well, so we have a lot of extras and networking. So you've touched a little bit about that, but if you want to elaborate more specific to your program, so why don't we start with Juan?
Well, here you kind of get the sense though that you have to do a lot of networking. So I've been attending for several events, especially for the technology community. And I have the opportunity to know other professionals in my field. And it's really interesting what is going on throughout the market, which are the trends we're looking for, we're driving so far toward the future. So one of the things I really like from here is like they encourage you to do networking, so it's something we really enjoy. About the instructors, well, they're really prepared instructors. I mean, they're professionals who do their jobs. They have real jobs. They have companies. So you grasp a lot of their experience and knowledge. And also they're using the latest tools, which is really important because it's not only to have the knowledge, it's that you use the right tools so you can teach whatever it is that you're teaching. And if you know the latest technologies, will give you a professional advantage, specifically for our field. That's pretty different.
So other than the digital marketing courses that I already talked about, I would say hearing what Juan said, I do believe for marketing, a highlight of the marketing management program is that you have to do all of your papers and all of your projects using Winnipeg-based companies. And that's really important for someone who's going into marketing because it gives you the feel of the market you're entering. It gives you you get to know the demographics, like the lifestyle, what people really like, and that also will help you when you try to find a job because you will know what marketing you're entering. Another thing that I really liked was that I made part of the student life committee, so that the university offers this other opportunity, not just for you to go into academics, an opportunity to know other people from other programs, to know the staff from the university, and to actually feel you are at home here, which is something I really like too, because you're new in the city and you know a lot of people, and then having that possibility also helps you not to be homesick and to feel like there's a community for you here. Finally, now that I'm done, probably you haven't done this like right now, but another really good thing is the resume building course. The resumes in Canada are very different from the resumes we have back home. What they're looking for is not the same. We're very into hard skills, very into what you studied, what your experience has been. Soft skills are very important here. And I think that course just gives you also the idea of how you should be targeting your cover letters and your resumes, and that's something that I really valued when I was looking for a job after I finished the program.
Yeah, finally. I'm gonna repeat the same things because it's very important, the networking, of course, and PACE have helped us with also tickets to go to our institutions. For example, PMI, I have gone there like 3 times because I have won 3 times tickets. Networking is very important, something that PACE has teach me. Another thing that I think is very important is the one class that I really enjoy was Crystal's class. She taught me a lot about how to communicate with people outside of the university, or how to communicate with people in your field, how to write a memo, how to write a letter, how to write a specific paper or something like that. So I really enjoy the class with her. And I have learned a lot of things here during the program, such as the risk management plan that we have to do as a project managers. What is my style as a leader? Things like that. You and people that is gonna do this program, they are gonna learn things like that. And as you said, the resume building was very interesting because in Colombia we have another perspective of how to do or develop our resumes, and we don't use to do cover letters. We just used to send our resume to thousands of companies, and we don't target the resume at all. So it's something that I think that if in Colombia people start to do that, they are gonna get more jobs or more opportunities to get the job that they really want.
Thank you. So another question, this will be more specifically to you two, because you're in the process and you already finished it, the internship process. Maybe touch a little bit about what your experience was like for the internship, and where you were or where you're applying.
So the process. So the process is pretty much like looking for a job, but it isn't. Because of course you get the list of options of companies you can apply to. I really enjoyed the interviews because it's an internship, so they're a little bit more relaxed. But it gives you the feel of how the interviews are gonna be, how you should be like behaving, what you should be saying. Colombians tend to talk more than Canadians, so that's something that you can start to tone down while you're doing like the internship interviews. Something that I found that was different from what I'm used to is the ranking type of classification. I found out though that was very transparent, and that's something that I really liked. I got placed in Sidelight Innovation, which is an artificial intelligence company. My experience was great. They were such a good company. Like the people in there was just so friendly. They were so helpful, so willing to teach me. And also because I had the opportunity to work remotely from the people from Toronto, So I was working directly with the vice president of strategy. So I got the feel of the whole company and what they were doing. It's a very trendy type of field or industry, so I learned a lot of things, and it was like really good. Like I wouldn't change it for anything.
Okay, I haven't done any interview yet. However, I submitted my resumes last week, actually, last Monday. Yeah, but most of the companies in the list were in some of the companies that I can tell were at the University of Manitoba, Winnipeg. The University of Winnipeg, sideline, as you said. The government of Manitoba, New Flyers, Parmalat, really interesting companies. I already applied for 5 of them, so I'm waiting for their reply. And we have in 2 weeks our first interview. I don't have any interview yet, but I hope from here to there I can get one. Yeah, but it was really nice, all the companies that they gave us.
So thinking now future after the program, in your case you're already there, but for you to kind of talking about where you see yourself after the program, yours is coming up really quickly.
Yeah.
You still got a little bit of time to think about it. And then with Carolina, if you can talk about where you're at now, your work that you're doing now, the job that you're in. So why don't we start with Carolina?
Okay, so I am currently working as a marketing coordinator at that erosion control company, which is an industry I've never heard of before because, I'm a business administrator and I come from telecommunications. So erosion control was not even in the picture for me. What I'm doing for them is actually what I learned in the program. So I'm doing a lot of digital marketing, helping them with their website, with e-commerce, with social media, getting all the strategy together to get more visibility, more awareness. And this is a company that is Manitoba based. So the plant is here in Manitoba. We manufacture in Manitoba, so I'm also learning a lot from manufacturing in Manitoba. And I think it has been a really good opportunity for me to learn a lot about this market and to put it into use all of the skills I learned here at PACE. I have to say from now that I'm actually working, I can say that the things I learn are what you do every day. So the posts that you have to do for social media, actually we had to do a blog for one of our classes, and then blogs and content marketing are something that's really in trend right now. So doing all of these things that I learned in PACE actually got me thinking that it was a good investment, that it was worth it, and that what we're learning here in the university, it's very well targeted to what the employers want.
It's very applied to the industry that you're trying to get into.
Yes, marketing is it's parallel, it crosses every industry because every industry needs marketing to be done. They need a strategy of the product, the price, where to be, they need to be seen, they need to have their benefits out there for people to buy the product. So it's not about just the industry, it's about what the needs of the market you're in are, and I think that's what you're nailing really well. And so I'm very happy, and hopefully, I have worked there only for 1 month. So hopefully I'll just get to do more for them, to contribute more, and of course all of this knowledge will just get them farther ahead.
So Julian, 40 days left?
40 days left. But that project management, you can, as a project manager, you can work in any industry that you want. So you can move from one industry to another industry, just applying all the knowledge that you have, where you can carry from one to another industry, because all the processes are pretty much the same. You just have to know a little bit of the industry or something like that, but you can do it. So I already applied to one of the major insurance company here, Great West Life, because I knew someone in one of the events in the PMI Manitoba. So I
So
knew,
you connected with them
Yeah,
at a
I
PMI
yeah,
event. Okay.
as you
And
said,
the networking.
as we said, networking is very important. So he told me to send him my resume, and he was going to recommend me as a project manager at Great West Life. So I'm waiting for start my career in Great West Life or in another industry, because it's really nice to be here in Canada and start a new life. And because I don't know, I don't have that much experience, I know that maybe I can start as a project coordinator, as a project analyst, or something like that. Maybe not that high that I was in Colombia. However, it is gonna be very nice for me. And that's it, yeah. And I hope to get a job soon.
So Juan, you still got 6 months left, right? And so you still got time, but do you have some ideas already where you want to go?
Actually, I just took the advantage to do stuff in advance. For instance, I just applied for some companies here as a web developer. They actually called me and they were really interested. They were going to hire me, but unfortunately, because of my disposition and my availability of my schedule, I couldn't do it. But actually, they gave me their numbers. They already helped me an opportunity and told me, like, after you finish the program, call me. We can take another interview to see what we can work from there. I did another connection during networking. I think that one of the things that I really encourage people is to do networking here. More than applying for a website, it's like you have to show yourself and your resume more in a networking event than anything in the world, in anything. I mean, I'll say that one of the things, and I always tell people that talk to me about it, the most important skill that you have to acquire here is your networking skills. Your communication skills are vital here. It's not about applying for a website, it's more about connecting to people and how you sell yourself. That's the most important part here. And I think that one of the topics or the abilities or skills you've been taught here is to do that. Like build your resume, and looking forward to it after I finish the program. So, and I think that for myself, I have a couple of projects I already know that I want to apply for a couple of great industries or companies here, such as IQ Metrics and Ubisoft, which is a software game developer company. So.
And so you got some ideas going.
Another good thing regarding the networking is we have, for example, my classroom is in front of the human resources classroom, and he's next to me. He's in web development. We have marketing across the whole. So all the programs are together, so we can network between us. And this is like, I don't know, Manizales, where everybody know each other. So it is like a small city or a big town,
Yeah.
where it is very important to network. Actually, I introduced him with one of my colleagues at the project management program, and I don't know, but I know that he knows about web development and all that stuff, and she was looking for someone to develop her website. So I introduced him with her. I don't know how it.
Currently, we're working on it. We're developing a project that it's going to help our business to grow a little bit even farther. I mean, it's big, but it's gonna work nationwide. So we're already started. So that's one of the other things I just started.
Fantastic. So we're going to change topics a little bit here. So just as important as the program information is also more information about Winnipeg. So maybe share a little bit about what life is like in Winnipeg. What are some of your favorite things in Winnipeg? What's Winnipeg like? So why don't we start with William?
Okay, life in Winnipeg is amazing. I really like it. I live here with my girlfriend. We live in downtown. Everything is so peaceful. Everything is close. You can take a bus and cross the whole city in just 30 minutes. It's amazing. Everything, like, there is a good place over here that is called the Forks, where pretty much all the lifestyle of Winnipeggers, it's there. It's very nice. It's in front of the lake. You can study there. I like to study over there, like in front of the lake, because I feel like I'm more productive in front of the lake. Because, I don't know, it's the peaceful of Winnipeg. Also, I like to play soccer, so I'm here in the first division of soccer. Also, I've been working as an actor. I've been doing a lot of things here because it's amazing, like you can do whatever that you want here, and everything's very nice. People is very kind, very friendly. They are Canadians.
It's on our license plate, friendly Manitoba. We have to live up to it. Juan.
Well, at the beginning it was like kind of a strange feeling for us because we got used to it, to a very noisy city, probably crowded. Actually, as Colombians, we're very loud people. We love to make a lot of loud, so party and stuff. Yeah. So one of the things that really just caught my attention was the peacefulness of the city. I really enjoy it. I came with my wife, and we really enjoy that. And one of the things that we fall in love with, it was the friendliness of people. Like, people here is really polite and open to help you. They don't have a problem. You can start a conversation with a completely stranger without any problem. So that's really nice. I mean, it's something that we find hard in our country nowadays. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy. We have a lot of activities here. Probably one of the things that I really enjoy is like doing meetups. We went with my wife and we do several meetups to get to know other people, other perspectives about the city, know more about the city, because we talk to many Winnipeggers, and that's one of the most richest experience we ever had as a couple. And you can do a lot of stuff, as Julian mentioned before. Well, I live close to the fort, so we kind of get to know what's going on, and we go with our friends, and we have a special time. It's a spectacular place, so you can spend with your friends and family. So that's basically what we love from Winnipeg.
In summer, there are many fairs, many
It's just getting started, right? Yeah.
Food trucks, beer, everything. It's in the forest.
And music.
Music.
Yeah.
Okay, so to recap what you said, yes, it was weird for us when we first came here. We're used to 8 to 9 million people all the time with you. So here it feels a little bit empty, not as crowded, which you get used to it with time. In my case, I'm used to a very fast-paced working environment. I come from technology, so it's always very fast. That's something that took me a while, but now I'm starting to like, because here it is very calm, it is very peaceful. Nature is something you see every day, something we don't have back home. Like, you can go to your cottage, you can go to the lake, everything's really close by. Of course, you need to have a car, but yes, everything's close by. Other than that, if you go more to the stats, there are things I like from Winnipeg that are you have very low unemployment rates. The cost of living here is way lower than other provinces, which for us as newcomers is great because you can aspire to have a house here, which is something that wasn't happening in Bogota that much because prices are going like very high. You have, not as a student, as a worker, you have free health, which is also very good. And I do like from Winnipeg that it is a big city in the sense that you can get a lot of opportunities for work and to create your own company, and as I said, to network and meet people and get all these new projects. But it is still a very small town, so you can have the comfort of, like, for example, in my case, I work from home. I do have like a salary, so if I was working in a company all day long, but I work from home. Commuting is great if you work like in an office. Everything's like 15 minutes away in your car. So I would say those are like the best things for me. Something I like and I don't like is that you are just a stop away from Bogota, in our case. So you can take a plane to Toronto and then go straight to Bogota. You don't have to take like 3-stop flights to get back home, and you get really good prices when it's not like the summer or Christmas.
Yeah.
That's something I also value a lot because I do like go to visit my family, and that's something I guess people will like to know. It is easy to go back home, and it is affordable, and you only have to stop once in Toronto, and you're there.
Chicago.
No. Or you can do Winnipeg, Cancun, Bogota.
It's
So
just
there's multiple options
Yeah.
there.
and it's just an 8-hour trip, something like that.
To
Just-
Bogota.
Yeah, like 2 from here to Toronto, 6 from
4.5
Toronto
and
to
then, yeah, like
8
6.5.
hours.
Yeah, so like
8 hours.
10 hours, you can be already in
Yeah.
Bogota. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up with one final very important question. Is it always winter here?
That's why it's called winter.
So it's, yeah, it's well known.
Well, you know what? It
We are in
depends on-
summer.
We're in summer. We're in summer now.
Well, it depends on the attitude, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, when we got here, I just got here on December. Just
Just in time for
just
winter.
in time for the winter.
Yeah.
So I have to enjoy the whole
Yeah.
winter. And well, you know what? With my wife, we have like this attitude of it's new for us, so let's enjoy it. Try to do as much as we can. Actually, one of the things that captured our attention was that it was more they have more activities in winter than in this season, and that's really interesting because well, we never thought about it. We just thought that everybody would just go home or
Hibernate
work
for
and-
winter.
exactly, something like that. But no, everybody gets his own life. You can go throughout the city. We have the skywalks, something that it was really new for us. I mean, I can tell you that as a personal experience, we didn't know about the skywalks, and we just wondered why these people don't walk through the streets because all of them were empty, and we didn't know about the
Everybody's
skywalks.
walking inside.
So everybody
Yeah.
was walking inside the skywalks. And you get to know about that, but you have to enjoy that too. So that's one of the things I want to talk about winter.
We do stuff in winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a long winter.
We do.
However, the winter, you can still survive. Like, look at us. We came in from Colombia. Colombia is a tropical country. We don't have seasons, but we already survived. The important thing is just a big jacket, gloves, boots, many like
Layers.
layers,
Yeah.
layers, many layers, like 2 or 3 layers, and
You're good.
you're good. Yeah, you're good. Good to go. Yeah, but now it's summer. Now it's nice.
It's fresh.
Winter is coming in 6
Long
more
time
weeks.
here. 6 more weeks. Months.
No, in 6 months actually. But no, yeah, it's nice. Actually, it's nice because like I think we don't have like snow in Colombia, So it's nice to be here with the snow, with all the attitude of the people around, Christmas, things like that.
Wasn't it with you? I was chatting with you one day, and you said you always have to check the forecast here because it's always different. Wasn't it with you? You were saying in Bogota it's always the same temperature.
Yeah.
Here we have such variety between summer to winter,
Something
even on the same day.
Something you're not getting used to. For us,
But
it's
I
like
like
different, like checking the weather all the time.
Yeah.
Something
It's
that,
like something new for us because we knew that in Bogota you have like raining season and sunny season, and that's it. And you don't have to check about.
yeah,
You don't have to check out the weather or the temperature.
Oh no.
So you're the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here can change in the same day.
I do believe Bogota is also a city of changes, as you said. Like it's sunny and then out of the blue stuff starts raining, like pouring.
Yeah, but with the same weather, like it's pretty much.
Yeah, the temperature is pretty much the same all year long. I would say Winnipeg is a city of extremes. So winter is pretty extreme, so you get to minus 40. But then summer is pretty extreme too, so you get to plus 40.
Which we had, I think, a couple of days
Yeah,
ago,
so-
right?
Plus 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
35.
No, last year we got plus 40.
Yeah, last year we had.
Oh, that's easier.
So-
Plus.
We're still starting. So.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Just
give
I'm
time.
waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
That's something we really like. That you get to have the plus 40 and then you get to have the minus 40.
We guarantee summer, we guarantee winter.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
some people are like,
That's
oh,
it.
you don't even have summer. We do have summer.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's going to be a summer.
Maybe it's-
As they said, winter is very long. I have lived through two, and I would say the worst part is February. Like you can do December and January and be okay with it. February starts to be a little bit annoying. That's the word. Like you want it to go away, but still there are a lot of activities. You can go out. You have the Festival de Voyageur, which is like the festival during winter here. You can. That's something I've never done before. That you can skate on the river. You can go outside, so you're not gonna get a flu because you are inside all the time and there's nothing to do. So that's guaranteed. That's not gonna happen. And as they said, just get the right clothes, right shoes, right coat, and then just what we did with my husband, as you said too, we just went around like out, stood there for a while and tried to test our clothes, and we're like, we're good, so we can go out. You have to play with it. You have to have fun with it. You have to be adventurous. Like we would walk our first winter here. Of course, we didn't have a car, so we would just walk everywhere. We would walk for 20 minutes. I actually walk from my place to school every day for 20 minutes in the winter. And today, I think it guaranteed us that we are able to be outside when it's cold and not feel like sad or homesick or feel like there's something wrong with Winnipeg. And you get to, it's like an acquired taste, I would say. It's something you start liking with time.
One of the things that really, for me, because I was in the US for like 10 years before, and I stood there for a winter time, and winter there from here is completely different because here you have sun, like more than 350 days a year, and even during winter. So you kind of get over the winter if you have sun, because you're seeing light. It's not gray and sad. So your attitude is different when you have a winter with sun. So that's one of the things.
Yeah, when you see through the window, you see like, oh my God, it's an amazing day. It's sunny. Let's go out. And when you go out, it's so cold, of course. But I thought it was going to be worse. It's minus 50. Oh my God, that's too much. But no, it wasn't.
And now
Really?
summer.
Just keep in mind, the colder, the bluer the skies.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're going to close off here. I want to thank you very much for coming and spending the last hour with us and talking about your experiences at PACE, and not just your program, but also your life here in Winnipeg. So thank you very much for coming in, and we'll wrap up here. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Gracias.
That's all.
Ciao, amigos.
Ciao.